The CEO of the Chinese-owned app TikTok will appear before Congress Thursday to address growing concerns about privacy and user data. The White House, military, and more than half of the U.S. states already restrict use of the platform on government devices. The Biden administration has also threatened a nationwide ban unless its Chinese owner sells its stake in TikTok. Congresswoman Yvette Clarke, who will be questioning the CEO, weighed in on the possibility.
Well, I don't think anyone wants a ban. However, I think that as a nation, it's important for us for transparency so that the American people can see what's at risk.
Joining us now is CBS News congressional correspondent Scott MacFarlane. So, Scott, remind us of why Congress is skeptical, and is it just distrust of China and the pressure it could put on ByteDance, the parent company of TikTok, or is it actual wrongdoing that they're claiming?
Oh, there are several reasons. Let's begin with China, though, John, because members of Congress, especially leaders of this House Energy and Commerce Committee, which holds the hearing tomorrow, have been pretty emphatic that there's concern that the Chinese government has some tentacles into TikTok, allowing it to either spy on Americans' data, with the understanding data is the new oil, the new priceless commodity, or propagandize young Americans, other users to have different perspectives on issues more sympathetic to China. There's that issue. But these are also political animals in Congress. They recognize their constituents. The parents of teenagers who vote for them are concerned about the algorithms, the potential addictive nature of TikTok, what it does to young people's sense of self-worth and their mental health. And then there's that other issue, John, which you and I have seen so often from members of Congress. It's very easy to frustrate and concern them when they think they're being deprived information. They say they've questioned TikTok in many different ways over many different years and haven't been getting straight answers in their minds. So they have been salivating at this chance to sit in front of the CEO and question him. And John, I was told just after Election Day, November 2022, speaking with a top Republican staffer, that this was going to be a first priority for the Republican majority to bring Shou Chew before Chairman McMorris Rodgers, right there of the House Energy Committee, and question him before the nation.
And so, Scott, we can expect some of the theatrics that surround any high-profile committee hearing. There is that 2017 law in China that compels Chinese companies to hand over data to the government. That'll certainly come up. What else do you think will be? Is there a threshold question once we pass the kind of theatrics of it? Kinds of threshold questions that they'll be asking in the hearing.
That's the thing, John, and I really can't get away from this point. You're going to have a marathon hearing tomorrow with the CEO. There are 50-plus members of this Energy and Commerce Committee, and there seems to be so many different plates they're trying to spin on those sticks, like the old Ed Sullivan show. They want to talk about China. They want to talk about the algorithms. They want to talk about the possibility the TikTok app is misused or could be a platform for misconduct. They're going to talk about freedom of speech. They're going to talk about so many different things. It's going to be potentially unfocused and meandering. That's a big contrast from the last time we saw a high-octane, high-profile hearing, like in the January 6th committee, where they were synchronized, focused, and disciplined on time limits. This is going to be quite different. In fact, I think you have a different type of perspective here, John. Often the Democrats and Republicans have dueling interests and dueling focuses. This is more bipartisan. There's concern on both sides of the aisle, but the concern is going to vary member by member. I don't think this is going to be necessarily focused and targeted. It could be a bit meandering.
Let me ask you another quick question, Scott, before we let you go. There was that data breach of congressional information. We reported that on Tuesday at least 17 members were exposed. What do you know anything new about that?
Yeah, the Capitol Police, the FBI, and now the House Committee on Administration are all investigating what is clearly a significant breach of sensitive information, including involving members of Congress. John, it's worth noting next week the Capitol Police Chief comes here to ask for a budget increase. I suspect this is going to be relevant. Cybersecurity concerns and Capitol Police capabilities have been underscored by this data breach.
Indeed, they have. Scott MacFarlane, thank you.